Hey there, guys. We're going to start chapter 9, and we're going to do actually sections 1 and 5 together. They both are going to cover reflections. So we're going to be able to learn to draw reflections on a coordinate plane and to identify the line of symmetry. All right, so first off, let's just talk about line of reflection. Line of reflection is just the line, and then we take the image and we reflect it over it. So we have on the left side a line of reflection just with an image, and then on the right side we actually have a reflection across the x-axis with our coordinate plane. One thing just to remember is the pre-image, and we'll talk about that in a minute, and image are the same distance from the line of reflection. So if we look here, this bottom of our E on both sides is the same distance. Here we're 2 and we go to this direction. Pre-image, our pre-image is actually going to be the image before flipping. Or transforming, reflecting, etc. And the image is the after. All right, reflection of the x-axis. To reflect a point in the x-axis, you're going to multiply its y-coordinate by -1. So if we have our point 3, 4 as our original, our pre-image, our image, we're going to take that y and divide or multiply it by -1. So 4 times -1 gives us -4. All right, to reflect over the y-axis, we are going to multiply its x-coordinate by -1. So if we still stick with that 3, 4, 3, 4, our reflected image is going to be -3, 4. All right, and to reflect over the line y equals x, and that y equals x is going to be this line here. It's a diagonal line that goes through. Let's see here. You're going to interchange the x and the y coordinates. So if I had the point 3, 4, the reflected image is going to be 4, 3. Or if we look at another example and we have 2, -3, our reflected image is -3, 2. All right, so those are the 3 types of reflections we're going to be looking at. And let's graph both the pre-image and the reflection. It says reflect triangle ABC with vertices A at -5, 3. So we're going to go -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 3. And we're going to label that with A. B is at 2, 0, so we go over 2 at 0. And C is going to be 1, 2, so over 1 and up 2. So this is C. So our triangle is going to look like this. All right, so we are going to reflect over the x-axis. So when we reflect over the x-axis, we multiply the y-coordinate times -1. All right, so I'm going to start off with my A was -5, 3. And my new one, we're going to call A prime. We're going to have -5, and I'm timesing my y-coordinate by -1, so we get -3. So -5, and then down 3. So this is A prime. All right, if we have B, we had 2, 0. And so B prime, the x-coordinate stays the same. And taking our y and multiplying it by -1 still is 0. So this is B and B prime. All right, that brings us to C, which is 1, 2. So C prime is going to be 1, -2. So over 1 and down 2. So this is C prime. So if we connect the dots there, now our triangle has been reflected over our x-axis. All right, graph the pre-image and the reflection. Reflect square JKLM with vertices at -4, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, -4, +6. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is our J. Our K is 0, 6. L is 0, 2. And then M is negative 4, 2. So here is our image, or I mean our pre-image, excuse me. So now J prime, K prime, L prime, and M prime. Now we're going to multiply, or we're going to do for the y-axis. So we are going to be multiplying x times negative 1. So our new J term is going to be 4, 6. K is going to be 0, 6. L is going to be 0, 2. And M is going to be 4, 2. So let's go ahead and draw those. Our J prime is going to be over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 6. J prime. K prime stayed as the same point, and so did L prime. And M prime is over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 2. So now our red image is our reflected image. All right, so let's talk about line of symmetry. Line of symmetry is just really your reflection line. And sometimes you'll hear it called axis of symmetry. All right, so state whether the object appears to have a line of symmetry. Right, yes or no? If so, draw all the lines of symmetry and state their number. So we're going to be looking at this image. Is there anywhere that I could draw a line and fold it over there and it will be reflected? Well, yep, if I see right here, I can fold it over, it's reflected. So I'm going to say yes, and now I'm going to find all of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there are 7 lines. All right. Number 2, state whether the object appears to have a line of symmetry. Right, yes or no? If so, draw all lines of symmetry and state their number. Well, looking at this one, I can see right away, I see this purple triangle here, and I don't see it anywhere else. So I'm going to look and see, can I run a line of symmetry through that purple triangle and fold it evenly? Well, I can't, because I can see that this image is not here. This image isn't reflected here. So we're going to say no. And that's all we have to do for that problem. All right. State whether a figure appears to have a line of symmetry. Right, yes or no? State their number. So here we're looking at a triangle. Well, you can take and draw lines of symmetry through here. So I'm going to tell you the answer is yes, but I want you to find out how many we're going to draw through. Same with B. I'm going to tell you that this one, you're going to have to decide if it's yes or no. So you guys are smart kids. I know you guys have got that. So we know that for sure A is a yes. You just need to find how many. All right, state whether the figure appears to have a line of symmetry. Right, yes or no is state, so state their number. Well, I'm going to tell you there's for sure a line of symmetry there. Determine if there's more. And D, draw all lines of reflection symmetry. So this one is a real life picture with a butterfly. Go ahead and find that out, and we'll talk about it when you guys are done. Thanks.